Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Mose Strovall Show. Today, man, I'm live, 5 Points South, Birmingham, Alabama. I'm your host, Mose Strovall, and I've got a great show for you today. I've got the legendary Mr. Lock My Door Before You Go. I found love on a lonely highway, or somebody's gonna lose a good woman tonight. Mr. Jeff Floyd. Don't go anywhere. I've got a great one for you. You don't want to miss it. Sit back, relax, and get ready. The Mose Strovall Show is on. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded for all your residential and commercial needs. Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Meadows, Mose Strovall, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Rapper, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, and MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Mose Strovall Show, and I'm your host, Mose Strovall. I told you I had a great guest lined up for you. He's a legend in the game. Go ahead and introduce yourself to him, man, and tell the people who you are and where you're from.
All right. What's happening, Birmingham? This your boy Jeff Floyd from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, sir.
I found love on Lonely Highway.
Jeff Floyd. So, Jeff, how long you been in this music game?
Man, I've been in this game for about 30 years.
30 years.
Yes.
You don't look it, bro. You look like you're still new around this thing, man.
In there, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Exercise, good meals a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And also pump that orange juice up, vitamin D milk.
You got to, hey, bro, you got to do the healthy stuff, because the older we get, man, the harder it is to stay around here, right?
Tell it.
Well, I'm going to ask you some stuff right off the top, man. Jacksonville, Florida, that's where you born?
That's right.
Raised? Still reside?
No, I'm in out of Atlanta now.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay. How you liking that, man? That's a big change,
cool.
man.
Atlanta cool. You know, I got to go home. I can't stay there, but I always go there, do my work.
Right.
With a record company at William Bell.
Okay. Yeah. Wilby Records, yeah.
And so I do my thing there more than I be at home. So I'm living in Atlanta and I'm back and forth.
Home. Got a whole home down. Mm-hmm. Now, Wilby Records just lost a great soul, man, Miss Lola, man.
Lola, man.
And we want to send our condolences out to the Wilby Record Company and the family of Miss Lola. She had some great music, man. I don't think she ever hit her peak, man.
No, she didn't. She was just beginning, really, because that was, I think all that was on the second CD.
Right.
But she only got two, maybe on the belt, you know.
Okay.
CD, but all good music, man.
Yeah, man. Very great artist. She was a great writer, and she was a musician.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did quite a few shows with her, and that girl could play them bones.
All day long.
She was really about her business, man. Now, what influenced Jeff Floyd to get into the music business? We ain't gonna even talk about the genre yet.
Well, I think it was coming up in the times of OJ's, Temptations, Parliament Funkadelic, Earth, Wind and Fire, Cameo, SOS Band. So when you're coming up under all of that,
right,
and the radio is blasting in your house, you know how.
Yes, sir. That's how I grew up. Yeah.
Yeah, grown folks in the house, they playing that kind of stuff, and the kids just, you know, laying around looking like myself. I'm laying on the floor listening to what everybody's all happy about, you know, coming in the house.
Right.
Yeah, that was a jam.
Right.
So when you start coming to this, which we'll call high school imagination about being a
star,
musician or whatever. So you get into that stuff, man, because I play bass guitar.
Okay.
I play a little bit of keyboards. I play drums.
Okay.
I sing lead and backup. And I I put all that to work when I go into
Right. Studio.
Writing my own material. You know?
Like myself, you grew up in a time where music was interesting. You know, the people that were putting music out were hungry. Right. And it fell all into the homes of other people, man. You know, you could tell these cats wasn't shiny and making a whole lot of money. They showed up and showed out is what it was about. Now, were you involved in a lot of talent shows? I hear you say you played you marched in the band and stuff like that?
Right. I did marching band, and also I did talent shows at high schools. You know, my brother them made me go out there with the guitar. I had played lead guitar there. Told me to put the guitar behind my back and do that. So you win these contests on what they think is going to be the edge.
Right.
That was one, and then y'all know always had to dance back then.
Right. Everybody had to dance.
Yeah, you didn't just stand up there and wear.
No.
You got to be moving, stepping. And we did everything we could to win, and we won a lot. But you only win because you put that extra in there.
Work in there.
So when I got this record deal, I had to put that extra in there because see, Along the Highway could be one way or it can be the way it came out.
Right.
I came out the way I came out because I made it feel like I did find love along the highway.
You did that. So how was that song influenced? Where'd you come up? Did you write that song?
Yeah, I write all my music.
You write all your music.
I write all my music. But you know, you have to share percentage.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I was going in and out of Daytona, spring break. I think 106 and Park was hot.
Right.
And I started watching things, you know, seeing what was going on. And I was saying, you know what? There's a lot going on, and we was going to Daytona.
Right.
And
there bike weeks and all that stuff.
There's a lot going on here. So what I did, I started listening.
Right.
And one day we was in traffic, and some girls was in their car blowing their horn, talking about, hey, pull over, I want to talk to him.
Right.
And you don't know who they're talking about. They pointing.
Right.
So we messed around and pulled over one time, and this girl stepped out of the car, and everybody said, whoa. You know, she was smoking. And what we did was we said, man, you know what, we need to write a song. This side of the song.
Right.
Pull over, I want to talk to you, you know, that type of stuff.
So that was a real story.
Yeah. You know, running out of the spring break era, trying to find our way into the whole
the culture of everything,
Because when you out there in that environment, man, there's a lot of beautiful women out there.
Right.
And a lot of people ready to party, have a good time. You can have a party anytime in Daytona on spring break.
Right.
Daytime, evening, morning, night, all somebody got to do is press a button on the radio or turn their music up in their car. Everybody bumping.
Right.
So that came out, and I'm going to tell you what happened on that beat and that groove. We went into somebody saying, he falling in love. He fell in love with that girl. That girl ain't that fine.
Right.
And so we started messing with it, talking about, I love, because we didn't know where to go with it.
Right.
But now when we got it in the studio, being the mastermind, Mr. William
Bill is,
he said, I found love on the lonely highway. You know what I'm saying? Now we add more flavor.
Yes, sir.
And you come out of that flavor into, I was crying.
Come up with them verses.
Yeah, because you got to make a story out of it.
When that lonely part came along, it made the song easy to write.
Oh, man, it had to.
Right,
because
right.
it was smoothing it out.
Right.
You can't keep saying, I found love, I found love.
Now, is that your biggest hit to date?
That's the biggest hit.
And what year was that song released?
I want to say it was released in 2000.
Okay.
But it was done and ready to go, I say in 98.
98. That song got that kind of...
When I brought it to him, it was 98. And we had to doctor on it and change things around.
You realize that was 24 years ago, man?
I believe you.
24 years ago.
I've been right now back and forth with this Southern Soul for about 22.
22, okay.
Yeah.
So what genre did you start off in?
Like everybody else, R&B.
Right.
And
who was your favorite R&B act you followed at the time?
Bobby Womack.
Bobby Womack?
Mm-hmm. Teddy. Mm-hmm. You know, Frankie Beverly, stuff like that. My older brother, he passed a few years back, but my oldest brother, he used to always put on these albums because they had 12 inches then.
Right.
And play and say, hey man, check this out. Hey, check this out. I don't know why he was doing it. I don't think he knew why he was doing it. But he was giving me the update on who's and what.
How much older than you was he?
Oh, my older brother about 12 years old.
Wow. How many siblings, man?
Eight of us all together.
How many boys and girls?
2 girls and 6 boys.
How did them girls survive that, man?
Oh, they were beating us up.
They were beating y'all up? Were they older?
No, well, older than me, but not the oldest. And there's one about 5, 6 years older than me. And then there's another one that's about 10, 11 years old.
Okay.
And that was my older sister, and then my older brother, I was telling you about it.
Right.
And then my other brothers, They got me in the music too, so they put a little band together.
Were they in the band?
We put together a family band.
Okay.
And that was back in, we'll just say 82.
82. So did you guys play any concerts, any venues, and where was y'all's gigs being done?
Anybody that came to town, we opened up.
Y'all were hitting like that?
Yeah, because people knew us.
Right.
And I guess the promoter said, well, we put them on the show.
You're going to have some more folks in here.
Yeah, we'll have some more. Yeah.
So how long did y'all do that, the family band? How long did that run?
Family band went for about 10, maybe 15 years.
Oh, man. You had a good time?
Good time.
Good time. You did lead singing?
Yeah. Well, me and my other brother, Ryan, which is older than me too.
Right.
And he did it because he was in the music business where he was trying to be a singer.
Right.
You know, and I guess back then it was okay.
Yeah.
And he could still sing, but not like what you hear on the radio.
Right.
His own little thing.
His heart was in it.
Yeah.
And I know how that goes.
Right. And so I started going after lead, but I'm gonna tell you it's interesting how I got started singing lead. I was a bass player.
Right.
Playing the bass guitar, which I did play the drums a lot too with my brother. Because we playing with my brother then, they don't know when they're gonna need you, but if somebody didn't show up in their band,
right.
It was like they band.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Not my band.
It was their band.
He said, well, we need a drummer tonight, man. We're going to need you to come out. I said, well, you need to get with grandmama because she got to sign a slip for me to get out.
You couldn't even get in the spot?
Get in the spot. Had to sign a waiver. And then one night they need a bass player. Right. And then they said, we're going to need you to play bass this week. So you got to learn this song. Like right. That. So you get on there, because that was my instrument. Right. Bass was my main instrument. Okay. And so I learned that and then I played bass. But they gave me all these songs, man. Right. And they all had feeling.
And I can tell, bro, you got a style that's unique, it's your own, you lock in on it. Nobody else sounds like Jeff Floyd. How do you keep your sound going?
I learned it first. I had to find out what it was because when I first started singing, I never paid no mind. Right. When I started listening, I had to find out what makes people like my voice and what people like. And I said, okay, let me pay attention to what's going on. So I started listening. It was that gospel, but that edgy, what you call roughness. Okay. Because I could be hoarse and people say, man, you put a hell of a show. Right. Right. I can say, oh, this thing all messed up. So it's that roughness. That raspy. Yeah, and then it's that soul. Right. And that comes from all them years of listening to soul. What they put in you. Hold on, man. We're going to take a break. I will talk to you a few more minutes, man, because this is interesting, Jeff. Y'all sit tight. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com. All right, y'all, welcome back to the Mose Strovall Show. I'm your host, Mose Strovall. Still sitting here with this legend, man, brother Jeff Floyd. And we stopped off by talking about how unique his sound is. And he said he honed it because he put a lot of soul into his spirit. His brothers, put him on some good records that he probably wouldn't know nothing about. I grew up with a sister that was 7 years older than me. Okay. And, man, I learned a lot. That's a good educational tool, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
And with you having brothers 12 and 11 years old and you like that, I know your eyes was open wide to that all the time.
Every day. They used to come home and put that stuff on, and I ain't had no choice but to listen to it because I couldn't go outside and play because they didn't want me to go out there and get dirty or whatever, or just be out there because I might go out in the streets.
Right. They were taking care of you.
Yeah, don't you go out there in them streets.
Right.
Trying to get hit by one of them cars.
Right.
So what I started doing was paying more attention to what they was doing. What I found out later on in life, that was the plan. Right. That was God's plan to get me well educated on what I'm gonna be doing.
So you could be ready.
Be doing it.
Right.
But now when I started beating on the desk in school, going down the hallway humming, and the teachers, Floyd, get that noise out. Go down to the office. Right. Because they like that noise. And especially beating on the desk in school.
You know, I know that teacher was real.
Man.
Teacher was like your mama, man.
Yes, sir. Stop
You
that
know.
beating on that desk, boy.
Discipline was really instilled in a lot of stuff. It sounds like it was instilled in your life. You say your grandmother raised you?
Yeah.
Raised by your
Yeah,
grandmother?
mom died when I was about 9.
Okay.
And grandmama and granddaddy took up from there.
Okay.
You know?
So they raised all of y'all.
Yeah, because they didn't want the system to
Broke
split us
up.
out. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So they kept y'all together, man.
Oh, yeah.
And that has to be a special thing, being raised by your grandparents. Because, see, I mean, you got an old soul, man.
That's what I say. That's what I
You know.
I think it comes from that. And then God's plan was to give us something to work with.
Right.
To really have a life.
Right.
Because that music gave us a life.
Right.
Instead
Wow.
of worry about, where we going to work at next,
Right.
or what job,
Right.
when you're going to get fired from a job.
Right.
We had our own job, our own company.
So music is all you've ever done?
All I done. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a few jobs in there, but you know how it goes.
Right.
That paycheck, you're like, wow, I made this much in one night playing the drum.
Right. It's hard
So you be like,
to fall back on a system that ain't really taking care of you like that. And we know the workforce and all that stuff, those secular jobs, man, are really set up not for us to be successful, you know.
Indeed.
So
Yes, indeed.
being able to do this music, man, what makes you thrive every day, man? Your music, listen to a song like, let's ask you about Lock My Door Before You Go. How did that song come about?
Basically, I was listening to Tyrone Davis, Baby Can I Change My Mind? And he was saying, she ain't better, man. And he want to change his mind, start all over.
Right.
And I said, okay, now what if somebody said, you can go ahead on, just lock the door when you leave. And I started figuring out how to put that into words, and then I heard Tyrone.
Right.
So I came up with
Okay.
because I wanted to stay away from the original.
Right.
And I said, you know what, I can make this work. And I start thinking about a bass line. That's when I boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Instead of going boom. So you have to put everything into another zone.
Right. Categorize it.
Yeah. See, can you get that feeling? When I put it all together with the horns,
Right.
so you know what, I got that same
Right.
feeling as,
You got when you was listening.
yeah, man.
And see, being a musician, man, that makes it easy for you to do that, man.
Right.
A lot of people don't have that to tap into, and your songs, you sound soulful and the same, but your songs never sound the same. How are you able to, even now, somebody's gonna lose a good woman tonight. I'm a fan right now. I can tell you, man. And I'm on the radio, so I get to pull these songs up and play these songs by you, and it's always a good time playing them. And the people always enjoy me playing your stuff, man, because I play out in the American Legions and places like that.
Yeah.
And when I play a Jeff Floyd song, man, people pay attention, man.
Okay.
So how are you able to capture an audience?
Well, I get into the story a little more when I'm in the studio, and sometimes I forget when I'm live. I don't have to do it like the studio.
Right.
And then when I do that, then that comes up with another feel of the song.
Okay.
So I think now in life, it's best for me to work a song that hasn't been released yet live
Okay.
first.
Working before you release it.
Before I release it.
See how they act
Because
about
I
it.
might feel something different.
Because you know that happens every time you record a song, man. And if you recorded it already, bro, it's too late.
Too late. So that's what I did with Lonely Highway. And that's what I did with Lock My Nose. You had it all. Somebody
Right.
gonna lose. And I was wondering. I said, now if I go to somebody gonna lose, how that's gonna fit in a live show? So that's why you hear me say, oh na 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 na.
Right.
na,
Right.
Oh na. And then lately I've been thinking.
You broke it down.
Yeah, because now I'm trying to give the live feel into the recording.
Okay. Okay.
So now studio is funny because if you do something wrong, you can always wind the tape back and do it
Right,
over.
right.
Or press a button. And
Yeah,
it's
you
out.
erase it, right.
So what I was doing with Somebody Gonna Lose, I wanted to make sure that I got a feel for live and I got a good feel for the radio, which is the studio.
Right.
Making things work. So once we got in there, and William Bell said, hey, what you gonna do about the second verse? And I told him, I said, see what you can do with it. He got in there, and that's when he came in. I work hard on
Right. Right.
William Bell.
How does it feel to work with a legend like William Bell?
He's a legend.
Because I've talked to him several times,
He's a
man.
legend in my book because whatever he do in that studio, it works.
Magic.
He already know.
Right. Well, see, that cat been around, man. Stacks records with people, and
Yeah, man.
he worked with some of the best you could ever imagine, man.
That's right. That's
See, we missed a good boat. Like you said, you had your brothers educating you, and I had my sister, and my dad sings, but being able to work around cats that man, Rufus Thomas and all the folks he worked with at Stax, man.
Yeah, man.
That has to be a phenomenal feeling for that stuff to be filtered into you, man.
That's right. And I take it in stride because one thing I remember about Stax Records is that all the greats passed through there.
Yeah.
Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
Al Green.
Otis Redding.
Yes.
Yes.
Eddie Floyd.
Carla Thomas, Rufus Thomas.
They just, and when they came through there, somebody had a record for them.
Every time.
Hey man, I got a record for you. Hey man, I got a song for you. I got a record. Next thing you know, they in the studio putting it down and it becomes a hit.
Their situation even seemed better than Motown. Would you agree? I mean, Motown had a great situation, but it was crowded up there.
Yeah.
It was more soulful at Stax.
Me too. I agree with you 100% because I was listening to some Temptations previous stuff, and I said to myself, you know what? Stax Records was in them boys behind.
Eating them up.
Yes,
see, because Motown tried to be more commercial. Stax was more like what me and you do. Go in the studio, real people, write a song, and feel it.
And then it rolled like that. Now, don't get me wrong, we ain't gonna take nothing from Motown.
We ain't taking nothing from Motown.
Because Motown, they was made to stay on that microphone until it sounded like you really mean it.
It was a staple.
That's why they grilled that boy on that Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Yes, sir.
They wanted him to make it feel like really,
right.
Singing this because this is what happened.
Right.
That 3rd of September.
Right.
September.
Yeah.
They didn't want no listen. It's for the 3rd of September.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
And that song's still strong today.
That's the way Stax rolled.
Stax rolled, man.
They rolled like that. Now that was Motown, but Stax rolled like that.
Yeah, Stax rolled.
They make sure they sang with a feeling.
It was a soulful situation.
Because Dr. the Baby, ain't neither one of us could have sung it like that.
No, sir. Otis didn't even think he could.
No, with the voice he got, he did it because it was already in it.
Right.
So all he had to do was put his voice on it. Now anybody else could have sung it when it came out like that.
You're so right, man. Now let me ask you something about this coronavirus that we've been going through. We seem like we out the woods with it now, but they talking about new variants. Did it affect you?
Yeah, a couple of times. And when I got the touch of it or the feel of it, I went to Grandmama's old remedy, which was castor oil.
Castor, man, I grew up like that too.
2 days later, I'm straight.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to work with everybody.
Right. Because everybody's system set up
You
there.
definitely can't get out there and broadcast it to the world that this is what I did and it worked.
Right.
But I always was gifted to reach back at Grandmama and Granddaddy old remedies on things.
Right.
I don't take pills for nothing.
Right.
And I don't want to get into the age thing, but as I get older, I always try to keep old remedies.
Right, that you were taught.
Yeah, years ago.
But those don't live a long time, man.
Hey,
without the pills, bro.
I hope to get in it like that. I hope to stay in it like that where I can live a long time because I love life. Life is good.
Right, man. Right.
Life is good.
So you said it touched you a couple of times. You was able to maneuver.
Yeah.
Did it beat your family down? Anything like that?
One of my family members got a little sick one time, and then they did what I did, and just kind of like stayed out of the danger zone of being around a lot of people.
Right.
And they finally came up out of it, but it didn't get bad when they had to go to the hospital.
Right.
But it was a whole lot of whooping and coughing going on. But
tell us what's next for Jeff Floyd, man. I know you're touring and doing stuff. What's next? You got any new records coming out? Or?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna tell you what we're doing. We holding tight because music is changing fast.
Right.
It's changing real fast. A lot of young people coming on board.
Right.
And a lot of people coming out with songs that's not blues.
Right.
Soul.
It's not.
It's music.
Right.
And it's good music.
Right.
We got hit records out there now.
But there's a difference.
That says I got a hit record, but you don't know what it is.
Right.
It's not blues.
Right.
It's not soul.
Right.
It's just a song. Now, with that in mind, I got to sit back and wait until music start having more categories that you can put yourself in.
Because you know what you got.
Right. I want to be in a slide into a slot that they say that's what that is.
Right.
I don't want to be in a slot. Who is that? What are you doing there? So that's why I say music has changed so fast. I got to sit back right now.
Right.
But I'm still recording and putting music together. So when it stabilizes itself, I'm locked in. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Southern soul, R&B, blues, gospel, and pop.
Right.
And maybe rock.
Right.
And whatever. But what I'm saying is, until it stabilizes itself,
You're gonna stick with what you got.
I'm gonna stick with what I
Cause you
got.
rolling still, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick.
Your songs they're still playing, they still fresh. You still going on like you supposed to, man. So I'm gonna wish you my best. Now I know you're gonna be in Birmingham doing some stuff coming up, and you and I gonna be in Houston together on the 15th of May. What's next for you?
Well, just like I say, maintaining that kickback.
Right.
Let everybody come out with whatever they're gonna come out with. And hope that the promoters and producers and writers understand that we got to put this music in the category.
Right.
If you don't want to, that's fine, but you're gonna be out there floating.
Okay.
Trying to find a way to go at it. I want to be able to say, when you listen to Southern Soul or you go looking in the category of Southern Soul, Jeff is in there.
Jeff in there.
Soul, he in there.
Right.
You know.
Oh, you definitely a Hall of Famer, man. You ain't got to worry about that, man. Look, I appreciate you coming in on the show, and I look forward to doing some things with you in the near future,
pleasure,
man.
my brother.
You hanging up, bro. Number love for you right here on the Mose Strovall Show.
brother.
You welcome here anytime, man. That's our show for today. We'll catch you back next week. Y'all be good.
Yes, indeed.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, Mose Strovall, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Bradford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, an MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Man, I told you I had a great show for you today. I hope you really enjoyed that interview with Mr. Jeff Floyd. You can catch me back here next week, same time, same station, for another great show. And I promise you I won't disappoint you. I'll be looking for you. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small. Do it well or not at all. I'll catch you back next week. Y'all be good. Bye.